The end of this first half is a damn comedy of watching the end of this first half is like watching the end of the Miami-Florida game. Two teams, neither one of them can do anything right. Penalty after penalty, blown coverages. They don't want to catch the ball, face mask, offsides, delay a game, false start. Takes them 3.5. God dang it! Take 3.5 damn hours to play the last minute of this sloppy ass first half. Now, Georgia's looked pretty good for the most part. They've done whatever they wanted to on offense. The last drive they had on offense was piss poor. Couldn't do anything at all, and Jake Fromm threw the ball 15 yards over Tyler Simmons' head on 3rd and 10, and we had to punt. But, I mean, you might as well, when Vandy got the ball here at the end of the first half, you might as well just went to the referees and said, look here, we're just going to let Vandy have the ball down on our 30-yard line. Run the clock down to 5 seconds and just let them kick a field goal. And that's exactly what just happened here. The first half comes to a close. Georgia on top, 21-6. Vandy gets a couple of field goals in the first half. Georgia's played pretty good. Fromm looked really good in the beginning of the game. Like I mentioned, a little sloppy there on the last possession that Georgia had in the second half with a real bad overthrow. There are a couple of bad throws. Running backs look good. DeAndre Swift, what is he averaging? 9 yards a carry. He's got almost 70 yards at 9 yards a carry. Harrion has looked okay. James Cook, a lot of gimmicky plays that we're running. You know, I don't want to complain. We're winning 21-3, but it's, you know, jet sweeps. You know, swing passes out of the backfield, and I know those work because our players are so much better than Vanderbilt's players. But I wanted to see more in this game from our wide receivers than what we've seen. I know what everyone's going to say. Oh, why throw the ball if you don't have to? Because we don't have any wide receivers on our team that have ever caught the ball ever, except for Tyler Simmons. So it would be nice to me. Him involved. George Pickens should have had a touchdown, but it was pass interference on Vandy. They were all over him. Lawrence Cager had a catch. D-Robs had a couple of catches, which was nice because, of course, he was a no-show last year with 0 catches on the year. He had a touchdown. He had a touchdown catch. And even Matt Landers made a couple of catches. And that was good to see because this guy had hands like feet in the spring game. I mean, he couldn't catch a cold in the spring game. It was honestly embarrassing how many passes he dropped in the spring game. So he's looked good. I've seen Kyrus Jackson in the game. I've seen Matt Landers in the game. I've seen George Pickens in the game. Obviously, Tyler Simmons in the game. Now the players want to push and fake fight each other here at the end of the first half before they go into the locker room. But I mean, 21-6 against an SEC team on the road. I'll take it. I'd like to see Georgia keep their foot on the gas in the second half, since let's just be real, not keeping your foot on the gas in the second half has cost Georgia a national title and an SEC title in each of the last 2 seasons. So what I don't want to see is Georgia come out in the second half and hand the ball off 45 times. That's not what I want to see. I want to see Georgia come out here and play real football. Open up the passing game. Let Fromm sling it around. Get George Pickens involved. Get him some catches. Lawrence Cager, Tyler Simmons. Get these guys involved. More D-Rob. I really wished we would have seen Zamir White. We may not see him this game. I don't know. Well, we might not see him. We didn't see him at all in the backfield in the first half. I was really hoping we would see him. I don't think we got any sacks in the first half either, but we did get some pressure on the quarterback. We had him running for his life a few times. I didn't check the stats before starting to record this video. I can't recall a sack off the top of my head, but maybe we had one and I missed it. But again, that's something I was sort of looking for us to improve on this year. But I mean, you're up 21-3 at halftime. I'm kind of nitpicking. I didn't look at Fromm's numbers, but if I had to guess, they're probably pretty good. He's probably completing a high percentage of passes. Like I said, Swift 9 yards a carry. He hasn't had very many carries, 6 or 7, I think. I think he's got, like I said, about 70 yards maybe at 9 yards per carry. So Nolan Smith has played a lot. Nakobe Dean's hurt. He's been riding the bicycle on the sidelines. Didn't see much of him. Seen some Channing Tindall in the game. Devod Wilson with a terrible face mask penalty. And who was it who had that face mask early in the game? Almost ripped the player's head off. Who was that? Was it Tyler Clark? I don't know. So a couple of stupid penalties there. But what are you going to do? Well, Auburn's getting humiliated. No surprise there. 14-6, losing to something called Oregon. Not a good day for the SEC overall. Thank God for Georgia. Even Alabama looked like doo-doo in the first half of that game. Hey, did Alabama really have to unsuspend their players in the second quarter just to beat Duke? That's sad as hell. That is sad. Y'all had 3 or 4 players that were suspended for the first half. That's what y'all said. What y'all said last week. Come out in the first quarter, don't score any points, not playing so good. All of a sudden, all these players get unsuspended in the second quarter. Miracle! Yeah, but you did get your big win over Duke, so congrats, I guess. I don't know. We'll see you in December, though.